Alrighty, we went to the farmer's market today and got some mums and some pumpkins so that we could celebrate fall and Halloween and all that stuff and have it decorated nice and pretty for the front door. Isn't that beautiful? And I've trimmed some roses back. They still need to be trimmed some more, but I got a few more blooms that are going to happen before the winter. I'm going to move these around. I found out that these roses that I planted in the back here are tea roses, and they come up in clusters. And this one in the back here is an imperial, and it's a much bigger rose. It stands up tall. This one is an imperial royal that it's kind of a hybrid. These two big ones in the front tend to hide the one in the back, and the one in the back has the most blooms. I'm thinking about moving it from back there up here towards the front. Just moving these roses around a little bit so that they can show off a little bit. I might just leave these two where they're at, these two in the back, and then just move this one in the front back there in that empty spot where there's nothing. It'll still get tall enough to see all the roses. They'll get plenty of light. They kind of like this right here. They get early morning light, or evening light, excuse me. The sun rises behind the house, and the evening light they seem to enjoy. So I may move those around. I'm also planning on moving this ornamental cherry tree. It's a pretty tree, but I keep having to cut it back or cut it short because I don't want it growing above the roof line. I don't want it touching the roof. I don't want squirrels to climb on the roof from there. We've been pretty conscious about keeping critters and varmints away from our roof. I also don't want this to shade the window too much because I want to deter anybody from trying to climb in the window. You know, vandals and stuff. That's something you don't think about nowadays when you build a house. You see a lot of houses that are built really low to the ground with windows that you could basically step through. And I'm like, no, let's build ours high. So we did that. I've got these bushes back here that I just trimmed up. Just taking a pair of trimming shears and I just did them by hand. I've done it with an electric one plenty of times, and it's a lot faster that way. But the only drawback is when you use the electric, it tends to look all butchered up. If you do it by hand, it does take longer, but it looks neater. It's nicer. It's probably a little nicer to the plant itself. I came out with some zip ties. I undid the zip ties that were on this Crepe Myrtle that I'm bunching together to grow like a tree, and I've got a new growth here that I'm going to integrate into the twisting of these trunks together, so that it does help all that grow together. New growth is good for that. So we'll do that. And I also have one of these, I don't know what these bushes are called. They got purple leaves. They're real pretty. I got one of these that started a new plant over here, and right now it's just growing wide. I'm gonna put a couple zip ties around it and make it stand up a little bit, and leave it like that for a few months. I'll come out here in a few months and cut it loose and just see if it stands up right. So while it's growing up, I'm going to teach it to grow straight. See if that does anything. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day.